Gotta catch 'em all.
Welcome back, everybody, to another exciting live stream. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is mostly just a test to figure out how things are looking. Looks like we're peaking a little bit, so let's just turn down our volume a little bit. For those of you that are here, thank you so much for being here. Make sure you hit that subscribe button as well as the like button. And turn on bell notifications to be notified of the next time we upload another exciting video or go live here on YouTube. What is up, AJ's Adventures? Thank you for being here. Let me know how we're sounding. Can we hear the music all right? How are things looking? Yeah, I'm excited to be here live on YouTube. Definitely looking forward to watching this back to see how it turned out. Yeah, that's about all I got to say about that. But as long as we're sounding fine, we're looking fine, that's all that really matters. Everything sounds good and looks fine. Well, that is excellent to hear. Thank you for the update, AJ. I appreciate it. So this is something I debated doing quite a bit. So MetaZoo has a feedback form that is currently live. It is on their Discord. I will try to pin this as a comment down below for anybody who's watching this afterwards. I will pin this link to be able to fill out feedback for MetaZoo. As a store, I have gone back and forth about, first off, even filling this out, and secondly, discussing publicly kind of my feedback for MetaZoo. I don't have, like, super negative things to say about MetaZoo. So if you're one of those people that's just looking to hate on the game or just wants to bash it in general, that's not what this video is going to be about. I'm sure there are lots of other places you can look for that kind of content, but that's not the content I'm creating. So a little bit about me. My name is Scott. I am the owner and founder of SJC Collectibles, sjccollectibles.com. And I am half of this YouTube channel, Scott and Cinderquil. I run this channel with my sibling, Cinder. And we started off as a Pokemon YouTube channel, and it has slowly evolved to being Pokemon and MetaZoo. As MetaZoo has definitely taken over the vast majority of my collecting. I didn't fill it out. I'm too new to have really an opinion on how it's run or what to do. Well, AJ, I think that's a great thing to point out. Definitely even newer people are going to see and hear things about the game. And I appreciate that you're not jumping to any conclusions and filling out a form. But I would guess you probably have some sort of feedback in some way based on your time in MetaZoo so far. So on this form, it asks for your name. I'm putting my store's name just because, like, I want this to be very clear who it's from. That is the email that we use for all of our business contacts, and that is my Discord ID. So it says, what feedback do you have for MetaZoo? How can we improve? What do we do well? What would you like to see? The big thing to note on this is if you do want to remain anonymous, 100% you can remain anonymous on this form. I will say I appreciate MetaZoo putting out this form and calling for feedback. I think a lot of stores or a lot of companies don't do this. And so I think it is great that MetaZoo is doing this and actually looking for honest, constructive feedback. I do also want to say that under no circumstance should people put hateful or hurtful things in these. This is a way for us to start a dialogue and to actually talk about where MetaZoo is, what they're doing well. Like, I definitely want to highlight that, and where we could see some improvement. So what I have personally done is I've come up with 3 things that we can improve on, 3 things we do well, and 3 things that I would like to see from MetaZoo. And I think that's a healthy way to approach this. You don't want it to be too long. You don't want it to be too short. Because if it's too long, no one's going to read it and they're just going to ignore it. If it's too short, you just breeze over it and move on. But I want this to actually be something helpful. So just sticking in the order, how to improve. We'll start there. Number one thing that I think MetaZoo can improve on is public relations. Definitely hiring someone to do public relations for them. Read tweets before they go out. Work on some de-escalation training. Just because I think a lot of the negative publicity that MetaZoo does get is from a quick, heated reaction in some of the discussions, especially on Twitter and within Discord. I'm not saying anybody in particular is doing this. I have just noticed in my time with MetaZoo that whether it is sarcasm or a little bit more aggressive responses, it may not always transfer in a healthy way in a digital space. De-escalation. So I did work at Starbucks for a while, and one of the things that they always told us at Starbucks is to believe the best in others. And I think that's a big thing with it. Let's get my spelling correct here. The second thing that I really think MetaZoo can improve on are the Discord bans. I know all too often we are hearing about people getting banned in Discord, especially with MetaZoo. And I think that kind of ties in with the PR part that I mentioned in the last one. A Discord ban should be the absolute last course of action. This is your community. These are the fans of the game. These are the people who are here buying and supporting the game. And if we're banning people, we can potentially find ourselves in this echo chamber. And you don't just want to be surrounded by yes men. You don't just want always positive, happy, overly excited interactions. It's good to have a dialogue with different viewpoints and to, hear areas that people are seeing and ways we can improve and take this very diverse pool from all over the world that MetaZoo has. I believe there's over 15,000 people in their Discord. I mean, that's massive. And I just think the Discord bans are handed out in a way that may not be the best at building a place to have honest conversations. Meet people where they are. Try to understand their point of view. And use bans as an absolute last resort. Yeah, so that's all I really have to say on that. And then the third thing that I really want to talk about, this is something that honestly is very frustrating to me when it comes to MetaZoo. And I know it is such a small, minute thing that in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter. But it is frustrating to me to no end, and that's why I'm using this form to bring this up. Promo cards or hard to obtain cards should not be competitively viable or should be available to all LGS locations so players can get the cards. So when I'm looking at promo cards that are very good cards, I'm looking at Uncle Sam's Barbecue. I'm looking at Loveland Mailman. These cards that are very competitively viable, and they're so expensive. You can't get them. And if you're going to have a super playable card, the players need to be able to get the card. And if you're going to have this super rare promo card, don't make it good. Like, so the best example I can think of is in Pokemon. Special Delivery Bidoof. Very rare promo card. It is expensive. People wanted it. You could only get it by the Pokemon Company sending you an email with a code. You made a purchase on the PokemonCenter.com. And then they sent you Special Delivery Bidoof. It was only in the United States. Very hard to get card. And it is not playable at all. It is garbage. It doesn't matter if they release trainer cards specifically to make this card better. It is not going to get better. Special Delivery Bidoof is garbage. And a lot of these really rare MetaZoo promo cards, they're good. They are very good. They will win people tournaments. That's not how these rare promos should be. And so if we're going to make promo cards that are competitively viable, don't make them unobtainable. Sure, release a promo card with a unique artwork, but then with the LGS kits that we're sending out for every single set, give us a mechanically identical card to that promo so that the players can get it. And I mean, that's all I really have to say about it. Like, it is frustrating to me when I see a card game that has a very strong card that is next to impossible to get. You should have promo cards as collector pieces, not these holy grails of decks. So that's where I'm going to leave the how to improve section. I'm going to leave it short, sweet, just little bite-sized chunks. And if Mike wants to see this video, I welcome this conversation, Mike. Although I believe these are things that have all been brought up before. So that's where I think MetaZoo can definitely improve. So now let's move on to what MetaZoo does well, because no matter how you feel about the game, MetaZoo is 10 months old and they have entered the market with a bang. You cannot deny the fact that MetaZoo has at least made it into the stratosphere if they're not in outer space already. Fun fact, their cards are actually in space. So they have literally gone to space. That is awesome. So the first thing that I think MetaZoo does very well is they are a hype factory. MetaZoo knows how to create hype around sets and special releases. I mean, the TCG is huge. The NFTs are different from anything else on the market. And the partnerships with the major companies like Target and Walmart and even Steve Aoki. Like, come on. Like, that is... the hype factor that MetaZoo creates is unreal. I mean, all you have to do is look at when Mike sends out an @everyone message on Discord and the Discord explodes. Like the Steve Aoki CD drop. That sold out so fast and it crashed the website that they were selling on. And once they got it back up, it's sold out. The Revive skateboards sell out so incredibly fast. The fan art blister packs sold out instantly. It's insane the level of hype that MetaZoo creates. Like, major kudos to MetaZoo on that. The second thing that I want to shout out that MetaZoo does incredibly well is their art team. The artists they have create the most beautiful and epic works of art on their cards. I'm not gonna lie, my favorite artist is Afton. She does such incredible work. All you have to do, look at the Valentine set, the Chibi Unicorn. Then go to Wilderness and look at Fountain of Youth. Look at Overgrown City. You could literally have these painted on canvas and they would be hanging in a museum. The work that these artists do to create these sets of 165 cards and all of these smaller special sets that they're creating along with it, and keeping up with everything they're doing on their own Instagram. Like, come on, the artists are bar none one of the greatest things that MetaZoo has. They have found such incredible talent. You cannot deny that the art is amazing. Feel how you want about the game. Feel how you want about them as a company. The art is incredible. Can't spell, guys. And then the third thing that I want to talk about that MetaZoo really does well. People are going to agree with me. People are going to disagree with me on this third one. And that's fine. We can have that discussion. From my experience, Mike listens. He hears you. He hears the feedback. He takes it in and he adjusts. He has an amazing team around him supporting and advising him. But Mike hears the customers, including his LGSs, and he hears them. He listens. I know anytime I've sent Mike a message or I've called him, he answers. I'm just one of the stores. He listens. And guys, we are moving into the last part of this form. What would you like to see? So, AJ said, think they will do a set for 4th of July. There will be a promo card for 4th of July. Make sure you check out my Discord. AJ, I don't remember if it's in the UFO spoilers or it's in the announcements, but it's the one with the fireworks. It looks really cool. So what would I like to see when it comes to MetaZoo? The first thing that I would like to see are pre-release events / hype kits sent to LGSs and content creators. When we look at Pokemon, they have people like Super Duper Danny, Leonhardt, Unlisted Leaf, that get these kits weeks to even a month before they come out just to create hype around a set. LGSs 1 to 2 weeks before the release of any set get to have events. They stream them online. Online stores get to hold events and open up product for customers online. I would love to see MetaZoo do something for pre-releases with their LGS partners and content creators. So the second thing I want to see from MetaZoo, I realize... actually, let me see what AJ's saying. Oh yeah, I saw that. It looks sweet. Wasn't sure how to get it. We don't know yet, AJ. We're going to find out how to get that promo card probably pretty soon. Would love to do content for MetaZoo. That would be awesome. I mean, I do already, but being partnered with them would be awesome. Yes, and they just put out a call for new content creation partners. So I'm hoping something like this comes to fruition. So the next thing I want to see, I realize that as an online retailer, gameplay is something that's a little bit harder for me to coordinate, to put on events that actually support gameplay without me spending money and renting a venue and hoping that people show up, when I've had a really hard time here in Metro Nashville getting people to play the game. It has been very tough here. So I would love to see online tournament support. It's already built into the MetaZoo Play Network to be able to list events as online events and online registration. So if it has to be through Tabletop Simulator, or if it has to be real card through webcam, MetaZoo, work with me. I want to put on events. I'm putting on an event next weekend. It's unofficial. It's not sanctioned, but I'm doing it. Let's do online gameplay and figure out a way to do online tournaments and let online stores help you with that. This is one of the most fun games I've ever played in my life. I want to see online tournaments and online gameplay happen more. MetaZoo, let's do it. Help me help you. Alrighty. And then the third part, this is where we're ending it off. The last thing I want to see, and this is purely for selfish, nostalgic reasons, I want to see MetaZoo partner with Veronica Taylor for their TV show. Bring in Veronica Taylor. Give all of us 90s kids, give us that nostalgic vibe. Bring us Veronica Taylor. You live, bro? I am Cool Squirrel Gaming. Look at me being live on the YouTubes. Oh my goodness. Isn't this fun? I'm sorry I missed your stream earlier today, by the way. Guys, make sure you're checking out Cool Squirrel Gaming. He goes live every single Saturday and does amazing giveaways. And you want to get him to 1,000 subscribers because his giveaway is going to be absolutely insane. And I'm going to be entering that giveaway because it is insane. But yeah, give us 80s and 90s babies just that nostalgic feel of seeing Veronica Taylor make it into our next favorite show. MetaZoo is going to be a hit show. It's going to be great. Give us Veronica Taylor. we go. Is MetaZoo doing an anime? They are Cool Squirtle Gaming. They are branching out into an animated show. They are doing movies. They have books that are being published. Funko Pops are being made. There are so many different things that they are doing to build this IP. And for the love of God, I fanboy so hard for Veronica Taylor. Please, MetaZoo. Like, I am begging you to get Veronica Taylor into this show. I know she was in Sailor Moon, the original voice actor for Ash Ketchum. You have to. Like, that would be one of the greatest stamps that MetaZoo could put on their show, is getting the original Pokemon voice of Ash Ketchum as one of the headliners in their show. So yeah, this is my feedback form. Again, I truly went back and forth for a long time about even filling this out, making a video on it, talking about it. But I felt like these are all important things for us to discuss as a community, and that's why I'm doing this. Because MetaZoo is doing amazing things. The things I want to see, that's my dream list. These are things that, when I'm thinking in an ideal situation, in an ideal world, these are the things I want to see from MetaZoo. And then how they can improve? These are the nitpicky things, man. Like, these are the things that I'm looking at and I'm just like, if this piece could just be a little bit better. If this one incident didn't take place. I don't think it's that difficult. And so that's what I'm doing with this. Please help me help you get online tournaments going. I want to be a part of that. I want Veronica Taylor. Let your partner LGSs and the content creators you already have in the program, let us help you create hype for the upcoming sets. Every other TCG is sending out product early to people to open and create that hype. Let's do it. I'm here. I'm now live on YouTube. I can do it on YouTube and Twitch. Let's create some hype, MetaZoo. That's what you do best. You are a hype factory. Let's do it. But yeah, guys, with that being said, Cool Squirtle Gaming, her daughter could also be in the show. She could. Her daughter is very sweet. So I had the pleasure of meeting Veronica Taylor at Leonhardt's 90s pop-up shop, and her daughter was there the entire day with her, stood there the entire time, talked to every single person while they were waiting to meet with Veronica, and was just so sweet the entire time. And I know she travels all over the world with her mother. Bring them on. Like, it would be such a great thing to do. But yeah, so this is my first attempt at a YouTube live stream. I can kind of see a little bit that my green screen is freaking out a little bit on me, so I'm probably going to have to do more and actually set up my studio lights. I was being lazy and didn't set up my studio lights. But yeah, that's something that I can work on in the future. So when it comes to going live here on YouTube, I want this to be more of a place for discussion to happen. Like, I want to talk. I want to, you know, start doing breaking news with MetaZoo. I want this to be a forum for us to have honest, critical discussions. And we don't always have to agree, and that's okay. But we're going to be respectful towards each other. We're going to try to understand each other. And we're going to build something better because of it. So yeah, that's kind of my hope with this. And then over on Twitch, we're going to keep it to our live breaks. But with that being said, guys, thank you for hanging out for my first live stream. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to be taking off now. So on the way out, guys, make sure you smash that like button and hit subscribe if you haven't done so already. I will probably be back soon, guys. This was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be to go live on YouTube. So thank you for hanging out, guys. I appreciate you being here. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday, and happy Father's Day to all people celebrating tomorrow. Bye.
Gotta catch 'em all.